Good day and welcome back to my channel. This is Fashion Blast Up, your number one YouTube channel for anything entailing modest ways in general. And today we'll be making this beautiful prayer dress with overhead hijab. To my returning subscribers, thank you all for always tuning in. Thank you for your engagement, your likes and comments. So if you are just coming across this channel, you are at the right place if you have interest in anything entailing cutting and sewing of modest ways in general. Thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe and kindly click the notification button so as to be notified whenever I upload any of my videos.
So for the overhead prayer dress, I'll be making use of this 1.5 trouser of lycra fabrics. So the first thing to do is to fold across this 1.5. You fold across this 1.5 trouser length. So you fold across like this. One, two. So you fold into four. So after folding into four this way, this will serve as the wideness. This will serve as the circle in the horizontal. This will serve as the horizontal wideness. Why this will serve as it for the prayer dress, you'll be needing the gown length measurements, the sleeve measurements, and let's say some of your horizontal circumference measurements, which is your bust and hip, so as to know what to make the wideness to be. So now for the gown length, I'm working with the gown length of 43 inches. So I'll be adding 3 inches to the 43. So 3 plus 43 will give me 46. So the first thing is to mark and cut out my 43 inches. So this my 46 inches, I'm sorry. So which will serve as the length of the prayer dress itself. So we set this aside and work on the body of the prayer dress now. Our back is 7. Our back is 6, I'm sorry. So I'll be adding 1.5 or 2 inches to the back. So but for here I'll be going with 2 inches. So when I add 6 plus 2, it will give me 8. So this is where my 8 is. So now our bust is 32. Our bust and waist are 32. So whenever you are working with someone who have a wider hip than the bust, you will actually use your hip for your calculation here. But since she's having the same measurement as the bust and hip, which is 32, so when I divide 32 into 4, it will give me 8. So I'll be adding like 3 inch to it. So 8 plus 3 will give me 11. So this is where my 11 inch is. So I'll just connect it to here. So this will serve as the sleeve opening. So 11 inch and then go. So when I come down a bit, I'll just try and connect this to the to the end here. So the next time is just to cut that out. So now I will open up the closed end I'm having here. And the next thing is to cut out the neckline. I actually have another video on this prayer dress on my channel. But for this one, I will show you how to cut out the neckline in a quite different method. So for the wideness, I'll make this to be, I'll make it 5. Yes, 5. So it will come down by 2 inch. So if it's for adults, I'll use like 7.5 or 8 for the wideness instead of the 5, which I marked here. So if it's for adults, I'll make it 8 or 7.5 by 2 inch as well. So the next is just to connect these two and cut out. So now let's put this aside and cut out our hijab. I want the length of the hijab to be 12 and the wideness to be 26. So when it's on two fold, so the hijab will be 12 for the length and 26 for the wideness. Yes, I have my 12 and even 2 line here. So this is okay for the length. And for the wideness, 26. So when I divide 26 into 2, it will give me 13. So I have my 13 that way. So our face circumference is 22. So when I divide 22 into 2, that will give me 11. I'll mark my 11 here and then join the 11 to the down part here. I hope I'm clear. So let me take that again. I said I want the length to be 12 by 26. So I have my 12 here and the 26 like this. So a head circumference, which is 22, when I divide it into 2, will give me 11. So this is where my 11 is. So I'll then connect where I chalked the 11 to the end here, where we have the 26. So we just cut that out. and we notch the center. So this is what we have for the hijab. So the next thing is to complete the sleeve. So the for our sleeve, our sleeve length is 18, but from our back, I'll need to add 6. So 6 plus 18, I think that's 6 plus 18 is 24. Yes, 24. So that is just to get the pieces in order to have the length of the sleeve I'll be needing. So which is this. So if I checkmate this from here, it should give me nothing less than 24. So I'm having 25-inch ESA, so which is quite good. And the last thing is to cut out the cap from the pieces left. So I'll be using the pieces left for the cap. I'm thinking of making it the rope like which will be in form of the tie back. Or and I can decide to make the normal hijab cap as well to it. So tutorial on how to make your hijab cap is as well on my page. You can as well look through it. So the first thing is to join the shoulder line together. So I'll join this way. I'm taking only ½ inch. That I'll join the sleeve to it. I'll open up like this. So this already serves as the right space. For this, I'll just notch the center for the sleeve like this. Then place it on the joining here, which is also the center for the body of the dress. So I'll then join. So I'll do the same for the second sleeve as well. I'll notch the center. I'll place it to the center of the body of the prayer dress. Before moving forward, and in order to have a clean work, let me go and weave all the necessary joining I've made so far. Now I'm done with the weaving of the interior parts, and for the joining which I have at the sleeve, I decided to add this golden trimmings in order to add to the beauty of the prayer dress and also to cover up the joining I'm having here. So I'll just place it on the joining and top stitch it down. So see it. I will cover up the joining I'm having here, and it's surely adding to the beauty of the prayer dress. So the next thing is just to seal the tip of the sleeve down. So and now to the joining of the body of the prayer dress. So I'll just be taking in like ½ inch or at most 1 inch. After making the rope cap, I'll place the center of the rope to the center of the body of the hijab. So here like this, and then seal it down. So the remaining part remaining for the head circumference, I'll just seal it like this. I'll secure it down this way, and you can as well decide to weave it. The next thing is to make the right side facing each other and secure down. Now I'll go to the down part and notch the center of it in order to have the midpoint. Now to the joining of the hijab to the body of the dress. I will hold this way, the shoulder align so as to get the front and the back. So now the front of this
must align with the front of the hijab. So the midpoint as well should align with it. So in case if you're having any extra, you can actually make a pleat, either kiss pleat, side pleat, any form of pleat you are okay with. So you can actually decide to give it. But I'll be doing this. I'll be doing kissing pleat right there with the excess I'm having. So with that, we are done with the joining of the hijab to the body of the prayer dress. And now to the down part, I will just be taking in, I will sew in like 2 inch in order for it to align with the actual length of the prayer dress I'm working with. This brought us to the end of the tutorial. So the next thing is just to weave up all the necessary parts, iron out. Then I'll show you how it looks. And this is the final look of the prayer dress. I later decided to add the lace trimmings to the front of the prayer dress so as to add to the beauty as well. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and kindly click the notification button so as to be notified whenever I upload any of my videos. Thank you all. God bless.